Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast with LisaYogaAngel. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. I am a yoga and meditation teacher from South Florida with a lifelong passion for personal growth, mindfulness, and spirituality. And I am so excited to start this journey with you this year as I have been inspired to create a space where we can connect and receive a weekly sprinkle of positive energy, divine guidance, and to spark a conversation about how to cultivate self-love, confidence, and faith through living a well-balanced life in our mind, body, and spirit. Stay on the path with me to be uplifted, feel empowered, and to strengthen the connection between you, your higher self, and the universe, which is always speaking to us. I am so grateful you are here, and I look forward to building this community and to helping you remember you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are loved beyond measure. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Happy Thursday. Thank you for being here. So we're coming off, today is June 19th when I'm recording this. And it's new moon time. So I spoke about the new moon in last week's episode. So go ahead and listen to that if you missed it. But, we are amidst the new moon energy, new moon in Gemini. And remember, our new moon is the monthly Mother Nature's, time of month that offers us that clean cosmic slate, right? For you to think about a new beginning, set intentions, goals, something you want to manifest. This is a beautiful time, the week of the new moon. So I would say a few days prior, a few days afterwards, you can have your own little new moon ceremony. I usually pick an oracle card or an angel card, get out my journal. I have a new moon journal. Maybe do a little yoga flow first to open yourself up, breathe, get a little meditation in to kind of tune in to your own inner light, and see what it is that's coming up for you in this time. So Gemini, holds the energy of communication, ideas, gathering knowledge, so really appropriate for me as I've been diving deep into getting my natal birth chart read. And it's really powerful. And I'm working with a teacher now. Shout out Shelley Saunier. She's a beautiful self-taught mystic astrologer and powerful goddess. And I think I'll speak a little bit more about my experience coming up as I move through it and dive deeper. And it's really, really cool, as a form of self-development and personal growth. We have all these ways that, you get to know yourself better, whether it's through astrology or human design, maybe working on the subconscious mind, taking a yoga teacher training, which brings me to what I want to talk about. But first, before I go any further, for those of you who are new, please breathe with me. So we just take one cycle of breath together so we can really let go of your day, your week, and get fully into this moment so you can listen to my voice and receive the message that is coming through for you on this day, in this moment. You were meant to tune in. So wherever you are, please close your eyes and take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up all the way, the belly, the ribs, shoulders, chest, and exhale out of the mouth. As you soften your face, relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders here for a moment. The next breath comes in through the nose as we slowly open the eyes. Oh, okay. I needed that. So what I wanted to talk to you today about is because, let me backtrack a little bit. COVID hit, right? And I completely stopped going to yoga classes, specifically public yoga classes, whether it's in a studio or outdoor yoga. And I haven't really jumped back in yet. And here we are, in the middle of 2023, which is unbelievable. I have only ventured out, believe it or not, 1 or 2 times. And I had this, kind of a spiritual ego check for myself because it made me realize, and how, I don't know, it's not a synchronicity that I want to talk about this on Juneteenth, as we celebrate, the freedom from slavery in the U.S. I think about, the lesson of don't judge a book by its cover. And I want to tell you, when I finally ventured out and I decided, okay, I really need to take a yoga class, and I was feeling like I really needed to move my body. I really needed to do a detox. So I went to a particular studio that offers hot yoga, and it was a hot yoga class. And I will tell you, I only take those once in a while. It's not something that works for me weekly or anything like that. It's probably once every quarter, once I start getting back into my rhythm of venturing out and taking classes, which I really do miss. But here I am. So I arrive, right? And thinking of a yoga teacher, right? And what makes a good yoga teacher? This really made me think about it because I get into class, I set up my mat, I have my water, I have my towel. The class was pretty packed. It was pretty full. And in walks this teacher in what I consider to be a very sexy outfit. It was like not just yoga pants, but it was a very, I would say revealing kind of body suit, full bright red. She looked like a goddess, and she is a goddess. And it was a sexy outfit. She walked in and I was like, oh, okay. And here I was making a judgment, and I'm like, all right, she's a teacher. Clearly, this is a physical hot yoga class, and this is going to tap into the physical, right? More than spiritual. Here I am making these judgments, right? And I'm like, oh, she can't be tuned in to spirituality, This is going to be all about the ego and burning fat and calories, with yoga, as you do, of course. And I prefer that mind, body, spirit connection. I really prefer a depth. And here I was making the judgment that I wasn't going to get that, And I sat there and I went, whoa, 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 Lisa, check yourself. Not cool. And I closed my eyes and I just said, the light in me honors the light in this teacher, And I just offered a little quiet prayer of blessing upon the class, May I get out of this class what I am meant to, and what my soul is calling for today, Because I was called to go there on that specific day, that specific time. And it serves a purpose for you, on an energetic, spiritual level, whether you're aware of it or not. Your soul was called to go there. So I checked myself and I was like, let me let go of all these judgments that just came flooding into my mind, and see the light in her and breathe and move. And so the class began. And it was very challenging. It had been quite some time. Actually, it had been years, since before COVID that I had taken a hot yoga class. And I needed to pause several times. If you've never taken a hot yoga class, make sure you drink water and bring your water. I even had to step out at one moment because it was just overheated. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to walk out for a minute. And I did. And I came back. So, listen to your body always. And that class was such a good class. First of all, her instruction was awesome, with alignment, with the fluidity of the transitions. And she was making it meaningful, and the more we flowed, the more I was vibing with her, and I was like, gosh, she's a good teacher, and she's in her power. Like she is a goddess. Like, I was like, she is awesome, how could I possibly judge like that, And then by the time the class wraps up, she had such a she had a sweetness, her energy was sweet and caring, and it was very humble. And the class wrapped up in a very meaningful way. And I was connected to my heart space, and I was connected in my mind and in my body and in my spirit, and it was such a lesson for me of what makes a good yoga teacher. Well, I'm going to tell you what I think makes a good yoga teacher. And of course, it's you understanding the instruction of asana, right? Of how to put your body in a certain placement to achieve and experience the certain pose that you're learning. But it's also an energy exchange. And I'm going to tell you the best thing I've learned about becoming a yoga teacher and taking classes, public classes, and really finding who your teacher is you have to experience it. And I remember when I started taking public yoga classes, I bounced around, and then I ended up, it was divinely orchestrated, my yoga teacher training. And I'll do a whole episode on that. When I took it, and when I came out of it, I was like, I don't know, where I was very selective about where I was going to teach. And it needed to be in a place and with a studio owner that I resonated with on an energetic soul level, like you will feel when you are resonating. Energy is a vibration, it's a frequency, and your frequency will resonate with their frequency. And that's the beautiful part about a yoga teacher is there is a yoga teacher for everyone. And my energy as a yoga teacher is not going to resonate with everyone. And that teacher, the class I took that day, is not going to resonate with everyone. But what a lesson it was for me to go, oh, I automatically assumed I was not going to really feel the class. I was not really going to feel the mind, body, spirit connection. And what a lesson it was, because by the end of that class, I really did, I was dropped into my heart space and at the same time felt very healthy, very vibrant, very, I stood in my power in my physical body. All of my energy centers felt open and powerful and bright. And it was a lesson to, if you are going through yoga teacher training and you're learning, so what makes a good yoga teacher? It's someone who is there rooted in their heart and really tuned in to being of service, to being there as your teacher, as your guide, and serving you in this way. And it's really them opening themselves up to be used as the vessel. Now, have I ever had a class where it was with a yoga teacher that I was like, I just did not feel it. I didn't feel they were there, grounded in service and love. Yeah, yes. I mean, I've had those experiences and it was fine because I, have evolved on my yoga journey and I can drop into my heart space anywhere. I can have a personal, deep experience anywhere, But maybe to those people who are new, they may have a different experience and think that, yoga is just a physical practice, where it's so much more. And to me, that's a big part of having a, quote, good yoga teacher, is someone who really offers you that mind, body, spirit connection. They don't gyp you on one or the other, because it's union, it's uniting. It's learning pranayama, having that experience of connecting to your breath that allows you to empty the monkey mind, the vritti chitti, the mind chatter that goes on, the monkey mind thoughts that are nonstop. It's that teacher that gives you the tools to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest, and get you out of fight or flight. It's the teacher who also connects you to your body, really increases your connection to your own body. Some people are completely not tuned into their physical body and what they're feeling from day to day. And a good yoga teacher helps you, of course, drop into your soul and helps you begin to, go on the journey of awakening, to peeling back the layers of that ego identity and helping you connect to the much deeper part of yourself. So it's all three, and in my opinion, that is what makes a good yoga teacher, is when you walk out of class and you felt all three, you felt the connection. Now, it's not to say maybe one day you just need the physical. Then you know what teacher to go to, right? And it's nothing wrong. Nothing's ever off course. We're all following our guidance, and believe me, your frequency will align with the frequency of the right teacher for you. But the key is to be open. I think about, the way I found the studio that I taught at, for 5 years. I bounced around and I tried. You just have to try. You have to open yourself up and take classes and experience the different vibrations of different teachers, because it's beautiful and each one has a certain unique gift. Some teachers bring a sense of humor, a lightness to class, Others maybe a shyness, which is very sweet and endearing, and others are, right away you feel that deep spiritual connection. And it's beautiful to experience the different unique gifts that every yoga teacher has, and they do. And so I encourage you, if you're on the path of becoming a yoga teacher or finding your next teacher, it's a matter of just, you have to be open and you have to experience it. So get out there and take a yoga class, Okay. Yeah, just wanted to talk about that today, as I'm, just newly venturing out there myself and finding my next, regular yoga teacher. Okay, so let's get to your angel message this week. And this kind of, goes with what I'm talking about a little bit. Your Sprinkles of Spirit card is new experiences are heading your way. And your affirmation, life is an adventure. I am opening to new ideas and possibilities every day. Love it. So that's what I'm talking about. It's about I am opening. So be open, to have a new experience. You first have to be open to it, Life requires our participation. So if you haven't done anything new, maybe this year, maybe since COVID, I really encourage you. Your angels are really saying, as you're opening, the new experiences are there for you, and you're coming into alignment with it. And then you will experience life as an adventure, because it really is, Once you open up and you participate into life, that's when the adventure really begins, and you come into alignment with the right teacher, the right next friend, the right next partner, the right next experience, the right next opportunity. New experiences are heading your way. Yeah. So this is really, I'm feeling for some of you, a new beginning soon, a new beginning soon. And it was in perfect divine timing because you were open to it. So it's awesome. So maybe journal this week. What can I open up to? What is something new that I can open up to, and do something different this week, and see where it guides you, and watch the adventure unfold. And it's so beautiful. And I have one more thing before I go. I have my angel numbers book here, and I wanted to tune into the number 19, and it says, it's okay for you to be powerful. You are being guided by heaven to take ownership of your current situation. So boom, right? We are powerful beings, and it's up to us to take the step. There it is. So thank you for tuning in. I'm so grateful for you. Please leave me a review if you're enjoying the podcast, and remember to follow me on Instagram for daily inspiration. Take a class with me on YouTube, and check out all the fun boards on Pinterest, LisaYogaAngel. And more to come this summer. I'm excited for our manifestation episodes to come. So I will meet you right back here. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste.